Alright guys, we're starting small in this video. We're gonna do some of the smaller creepy crawlies, but ultimately we're gonna end with a big sturmeye, so a big bird eater tarantula. We're actually gonna try to feed it because they are pretty crazy to watch eat. Hi there. Because I wanted to play with one weird animal, now people want to see bugs. Okay, we'll start with something really simple. So this is a tarantula. This is a rose hair tarantula. This is the classic pet type tarantula that people like to keep. This is a very, very sweet animal. It doesn't flick its hairs at you. They don't like to bite. They get to be sizable. This is just like a nice captive born one, but it's very, very sweet. And people get, they're like, they get frightened of tarantulas and stuff like that. This is a really good one to help you get over your fear. They just do not bite. They're very, very sweet and very gentle. And I find insects and arachnids and whatnot just very interesting. They're low maintenance, and you get to be a weirdo, and you get to keep little cool bugs.
And if you got bit by one of these, what would it be like? Like, what's the bite comparable to?
Well, we're not gonna do that bite video because I need to play guitar. No, it's rose hair. This would probably be like a bee sting. I've been stung by emperor scorpion before, and same thing with like a Asian forest scorpion. They're a little bit grumpier, or a lot grumpier than emperor scorpions, but that also is a lot like just like a hornet sting. You just get some localized swelling, nothing else, but depends if somebody has any pre-existing conditions. Okay, so this is an Egyptian fat-tailed scorpion, so small claws, big tail. Damn, boy, he's thick, boy! With a nice venom gland. This is significantly hot. You don't play with this. If you do keep him as pet, this is an animal you're just gonna just look at. And if you were to handle him, I'm just doing like passive, where I become part of the environment that the animal crawls on. I'm not gonna sit here and try to adjust it with my fingers, because I'm going to cause this animal to become very defensive, and its defense is to sting. I don't want to be stung, but I can do it kind of like this, and you'll see we'll do the same thing with Scolopendra sometimes, keeping yourself very, very flat. This kind of stuff, anything that's predatory, anything that makes this animal feel defensive, that is what initiates this kind of problem. So if I touch it, it's okay. And but I strongly recommend, if you're going to handle something like this, you know what you're doing. Otherwise, this is just really good just to stare at. I'm not doing this to showboat. I'm just showing you that they're not these horrible creatures that people think that they are. And I wouldn't want to get stung by this. This would be no bueno.
Can you compare this to a snake bite? What do you think it would be close to?
This is like neurotoxin. This is probably like a sand viper or something like that. No, 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 no. See, he still has no ill will towards me. And this is like a little bug. I don't even know what kind of thought process it possibly could even have. But it's just wants to live its life.
As do most bugs.
Yeah. That's why I love bugs. Bugs are so cool. I started out with bugs, and then someday when I'm dead and get eaten by bugs, I'm gonna end with bugs. So the next one is Possiliferia metallica. So these are Indian ornamentals, and I'm just giving her a little cave. But this is literally exquisite. This is the colors, if you really get the light on her, and once she gets bigger, this is obviously an immature female, still young, but you can see the blue on that leg. Generally, pokies are very flighty, so they run and they throw themselves around mindlessly, but you do not want to get bit by these guys. It's not great.
Comparatively, that scorpion we just had out, is this like a similar?
No, I think the scorpion's definitely hotter than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's good though.
It is absolutely gorgeous though. Such a beautiful spider.
If you know what's amazing when you actually hold a tarantula like this, they're so gentle and light. It's just like the slightest sensation that it's even walking on your hands, and they're just they're very, very timid, sweet creatures that just want to do their thing and basically evade you noticing them. Tarantulas really get a bad
there we go.
Bad view from people.
The blues on it are insane.
She looks like she could use some food. Freshly molted, there we go. So she's freshly molted, so her abdomen is a little smaller.
Blooper reel.
Hissing roaches. Bugs. I love bugs. And once again, when we say roach, we're always thinking about the nasty little German roach. I don't like the German roach. I don't even like the lateralis, the Turkish roaches. But these are little hissers. Here's an immature cave roach. Here's a Guyana orange-headed or 6-spot male. There's another. I don't have any females of those.
What's cool about these, correct me if I'm wrong, these can't climb vertical surfaces, right?
So this is a subterranean, so this actually lives in down in the dirt, the mulch layer. These guys are more apt to be up trying to crawl and stuff like that, but this is a non-climber. This is not a very good climber. These guys are, I mean, they're dictated by their weight. So if it's a surface that has some imperfections, they can do it. But if we took it, let's say like speckled roaches, the lobster roaches, incredible good climbers and flutterers. And the classic roach that everybody wants is dubia roaches. So dubia's actually, the parallel to a dubia is an orange head. So it's one of these guys. They don't climb, they don't fly, and orange head Guyana roaches are wonderful. The female and the nymphs are great. They don't have wings. Really good meal. The problem with Madagascar's is meals. You want to feed off the nymphs, but when they get bigger, they have a lot of armor. This is like a female, but if you look at a male, that's like an old male. But I have some that are just giant too. Really great little pets too, because they have little personalities and little brains. And all you have to do is actually spend a little time looking at them. And that's what I did initially. Bugs. Always playing with ants and bees. Obsessed with bees, bumblebees, spiders, all that different stuff like that. So as a kid, I was always trying to amuse myself. And when I was amusing myself, I didn't realize it, but I was starting to be aware of these little subtle things, which later on in life, I've gotten to the point where I read, animal behavior, or I read, certain things going on with animals, and I've become very intuitive, I would say. At least, it's helped me become somewhat intuitive to understand animals, some animals, and maybe appreciate a little bit more going on in them than maybe other people see or think or consider. And I want people to consider. I'm the kind of guy, I see an ant on the ground, I will avoid to try to squish it. And if I watch somebody purposely squishing things like that, I get a little upset.
All right, let's get into something a little more crazy.
Okay, we're getting something a little bit more crazy.
Let's do it.
Mason, you are not squirmish. I can't even say it, squeamish. Mason, you're not squeamish.
No, I'm not.
So this is Elvira, that's my mint-legged scolopendra, two hands. And just, passive. And be very confident, because she will not do anything to you.
Yes. I like how it feels.
Yeah,
too.
definitely all the little points.
Yeah.
What do you think it feels like? Does it feel like anything else?
It feels like tacks, like.
Yep, that's actually a good one, because the tip of the leg has that little point.
Yeah, to help it grip on things.
It's very cool. Is this the first time?
No, we don't want to put it in Mason's shirt.
Is this the first time you've ever held one of these guys?
Yes, I never thought I would.
Yeah, put your other hand right flat, and you're Mason. You're doing awesome, and there's no fear, which is critical. What he's doing. He's confident.
I would hold one of these.
You never thought you would hold one?
No, I never did.
He's doing great. That's exactly perfect. He's pro.
Awesome. Thank you for being in the video, Mason. We appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna play with something that you should never play with, but I'm going to. It's a very shy creature. It's a hermit crab. It's a land hermit crab. And it's also one of the first pets I ever owned. I successfully killed more Caribbean hermit crabs as a kid than anybody, because a long time ago, heating pads. We didn't have Zoom Ed heating pads. We had heating pads for your back. And we didn't know that maybe they need a little bowl of salt water, they need a bowl of fresh water, they need good food just besides ant eggs and stuff like that. And this one is being super shy. But hermit crabs are wonderful. And even this little weird animal can be a very wonderful pet. I just gotta get it to come out. And you don't wanna get pinched by the crusher claw. See that right there? But if I keep rubbing him, he's gonna take that as a need to actually hide. So I'll wait till he comes out.
Cool animals. They're just so weird.
It is so weird. So cool.
And there's like a huge community for hermit crabs too.
There should be, because they're wonderful.
Have you ever seen the clear shells that you can get for them?
No, but I've seen where I've seen how hermit crabs are using trash in some of those videos.
Yep.
Those, my goodness, we're just, and they show like a hermit crab, it's like no shells, but there's all this trash, and it's going around with like parts of cigarette lighters and vapes and all that stuff. I think we've gone too far.
Yeah, I agree.
As a species, what we're doing to the rest of the world, our lack of respect for the environment and other animals in their living spaces.
How about we get to something that's actually a little bit scary?
And it's not so much scary by its fangs, it's scary by its hairs, the irritating hairs that flick on you and get on your face and on your lips. It's no fun. So what I was just, okay, the irritating hairs are what we don't, he's doing it, he's already doing it. And this is their defense. So it's not so much biting, it's flicking those hairs on Grant. And as it's warm here, our pores are open, so each one of those little hairs will hit Grant's arm like a harpoon, literally. And Grant's taking one for the team right now, so it's not the bite, it's the hairs.
Dude,
It is my most hated thing. Sorry to cut you off, but it is the most hated aspect of invertebrate keeping. It's ridiculous. But for the lulz and for you guys, here you go.
I once had a rose hair flick me and it got me in the lips, and oh my god, it was driving me crazy. I was sitting there like going, and rose hairs are really, really, really sweet, but this one was super, super nervous.
And I don't know how well this comes through on video. Dude, it's so big.
Yep.
Like, again, not a bug guy. I'm scared of tarantulas. I guess I'm okay with tarantulas, but Grant does not have small hands. And this thing makes his hands look small. Oh, now he's going on to Kevin.
Well, he's already taken the hair. I don't care about the bite. It's the hairs. And you know what I'm talking about. So now this little guy, they have brains. So this little guy, he just doesn't want to get hurt. He's not sure what we're going to do to him. And the same applies to snakes, lizards, whatever. Is just we can socialize all sorts of cool animals. Look at a jumping spider. A jumping spider is insanely intelligent with memory and the power for deductive reasoning and learning and thinking ahead. That's pretty amazing. So look at that. That's classic defensive posture right there. And but I'm still not really worried. This is just an apprehensive tarantula.
All right, you guys think it's time to feed her?
So yeah, a lot of times we want to call these Theraphosa leblondi, but this is like Theraphosa sturmi. Leblondi, which is the Goliath Colombian bird eater, they're not always the easiest things to get. So we're always getting, in lieu of Leblondi, we're getting sturmies. But this sturmy's pretty darn big. We're gonna feed this little guy.
Feed it in my hand even.
So it doesn't seem like this one wants to eat.
The violet.
So now we're gonna try this one.
A male, we have a generous amount of males. There we go, that was...
I think I jumped.
Nope, he's gonna get it. There he goes.
Whoa.
Oh, stay away. There you go, you're protected by the camera.
I'm not sure if my camera picked up the crunch noise that this made when it grabbed that.
There he goes.
Whoa.
Crunch, yeah.
But he absolutely chomped that. Super cool. And about how long would it take for this guy to eat this?
So he's gonna envenomate it, and that's gonna disable it, and then it's gonna start digesting his insides. So it's gonna paralyze, and he's gonna paralyze and kill the roach, and then digestive juices are obviously, it's the venom. So remember, saliva is initially like the start, and then it's modified saliva, which is interpreted as the venom, and that's going to break down all of the inside organs of that roach, and then make it so that animal can then draw it through its two syringe-like
mouths.
No, I'm just looking outside. Syringe-like viscera. What do we call that? It's I'm blanking out. Hold on, let's see.
Right, how long does it take Kevin to come up with the answer? Live shot.
Chelicera?
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 Chelicera? Should we fact check you with Grant?
We can. That's going to be a really good meal for that.
You can still see the roach wiggling around like just a little bit.
Yeah, so hope you guys liked today's video. I was playing with my Scolopendra, I was playing with my mint leg centipede, and people wanted to see more bugs. So Andy, being the swell guy that he is, said, hey Kev, we're gonna do a little bug video. So we just did it real quick. Here you go, Grant, showboating now. And she's so sweet, you can pretty much do any of that. And so hopefully we entertain you guys. And let's not forget, on our YouTube channel, we also have membership. Right now we have like one person that wants to hear what I have to say. So are there 2 more of you out there? Why don't you guys join my membership? We're trying to figure out things that we can do that are unique to you guys and give you more of my horrible personality just for you. As always, like and subscribe, and I appreciate you guys very much. And remember, the more comments and the more interest and the more sharing and more all that different stuff, the more videos we're gonna do. Keep throwing out the ideas of what you want. We have a whole boatload of ideas we're trying to do, and just give us some time. You guys are great.